What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Got some more live gameplay action. This is coming to you from a few weeks ago, Clifton Road Games Cup. Shroud of Fable not legal here, surprisingly. Well, unsurprisingly, the set wasn't out yet. It's come from a few weeks back. Maybe we skip some of this. Was it a cup? Yeah, it was a cup. So this is top 8. I'm just going to skip some of this fluff. I just don't want to be watching all this. Here we go. So we've got some prizes. We've got some basics. This is what we want to see. I can't actually tell you who these two players are because I can't remember and I didn't get their names. But it does look like we're opening Fluttermane into Fluttermane. And it's draw for turn on the left-hand side. We've got Great Ball, so it's safe to assume I should think that this is going to be a Lugia. Is it going to be Mirror is the question here. What does Great Ball find? Great Ball does find the baby rat, the small rat. The Minchino, I believe. Not shuffled deck yet. Probably don't need to. Maybe going back in. Yeah, capturing Roma. And his head, so we're going to see an evolution. Not sure if that's technically a legal dice roll. I think they have to spin/rotate 3 times, but hey ho. Seemed like it was just a roll of a die, so fine. A roll of 8 dice, I should say. And straight in, is that double chops into the discard? I think it might be. Ultra Ball, please. Very strong start here for our Lugia player. And finally going to be shuffling up a turn. Are we going to see the Carmine? So we're going to see the small rat and the Lugia hit the bench. I'm just going to, because I can hear the, I don't want to hear it. And it is going to be that turn 1 Carmine as well. Drawing up a fresh 5, which is nice. So I should say as well, the Swiss rounds were best of 1, and then it is best of 3 in the top 8. Iron Hands very aggressively being played here, so we can assume now that our opponent, our players, I should say, actually know what each other are playing. To put Iron Hands down, yeah, we can see here is Gardevoir, so quite a powerful Pokemon to have in the Gardevoir matchup. Going to be drawing 2 prizes off of every Kirlia, drawing 2 prizes off of the Fluttermane, 2 prizes off of Monkey Dory. Yep, very good attacker in the matchup. Not so good against Mimikyu, but protecting against the Mimikyu from the Minchino or Cinchino, one of the two, the rat. And it looks like we're going to be Arbiting here. Buddy Poffing being eyed up, and the TM evolution makes sense. It's going to be tough to come back from such a strong start from this Lugia board. Seems to be the thing with Lugia. We'll be eyeing up. We've got Rolks being eyed up. Seems to be the thing with Lugia, and it looks like there we can see the unfair stamp. So the unfair stamp is going to be the ace back of choice for this Gardevoir. I believe that's a double Rolks hitting the field. No expenses spared. We've got all the shiny stuff here today. Now, one thing here, which is going to be nice for both sides, really, is that they're going to know that. Well, sorry, I should say the one thing nice for the Lugia players is he's going to know that there's not going to be a big threat coming in from this Gardevoir side anytime soon. So we know that Gardevoir takes a very long time to get going. It can be, well, earliest it's turn 3. I mean, this is turn 1, so Lugia is going to get 2 turns of attacking. But oh, what? Oh no, no TM Evo. What happened there? You searched for it. Is there no energy? Man, that's bad. That is bad news for sure. On the other side of the board, it's just all coming up Lugia right now. Is that Jacques? Looks like the Jacques is coming into play. Going to get an evolution, 2 evolutions, and it is turn 2. Turn 2 Summoning Star on the double chops. We do have Retreat currently on the flat main. Don't need it. We've got the Jet Energy. It's just got everything. I mean, at this point, you just pick up your cards and go game 2. And we're going to be looking for some special energies. Primal Turbo. Search your deck for 2 special energies attached to one of your Pokemon in play. One of them has to be a Legacy Energy. It's the only card in the format currently that would allow the attack Ampy very much to be done. And looks like we're going to go for the double turbo as well. Happy to do 100 damage here. Is going to be able to 2-price knock out everything currently on the board and everything that could be on the board next turn, i.e. Killias, unless the Gardevoir player is playing the one of Broken Rare Candy, which I'm not against. Oh, thank you, Oscar. My cat's just walking across the keyboard there. Thank you very much, bud. Where are you going? Go on. Off he goes. Second Primal Turbo is going to set up the Cinccino. So at this point, you're sort of creating a checkpoint situation. You're saying, well, if you play up any single prizer, I'm going to amp it. And if you manage to get Gardevoir out quickly, then I'm just going to blow it up with the Cinccino. So very powerful position now for this Lugia player. A terribly bad position here for our Gardevoir player. And I should think there's going to be... Oh, wow. Going to have to put the Bravery Charm into play to protect from the Ampy very much. Nest Ball. I should think there's probably going to be the Iono that's being eyed up from hand. I think just looking for an energy more than anything else. Quick deck search here. Just double checking what is prized. We can see at least one Gardevoir EX, which is always nice. And the Monkey Dory. Broken card. The Broken Monkey. To be honest, at the moment, any excuse to play the Broken Monkey Dory card. I'm a big fan of it. It's going to be Ralts number 3 hitting the board. Makes sense. Killia is the draw power of the deck. Gardevoir is the accelerator of the deck. You know, it's a double-edged sword. Having the acceleration and the draw in one line is obviously very good for the consistency of the deck. But also it means that if you knock out those draw cards, you're never going to see the accelerator. And we're going to see the Iono. We're going to see another TM Evo coming into play. So I suppose really just trying to get rid of the TM Evos because ultimately, yeah, there's that Iono. Ultimately, you're only going to use TM Evolution once, and it's now. So we're basically hoping on the if there's no energy here, then you scoop for sure. I think you just scoop. Is there energy there? There is an energy. Okay, so we're playing the game. But we're going to be so far behind at this point. We're going to be 4 prizes to 2. I actually wait. Is that discard the energy? Oh, there's more. Okay, yeah. Of course, it's Earthen Vessel. So Earthen Vessel, discard a card from hand, get 2 basic energies from the deck. It's going to be 2 psychics. I actually don't know, thinking about it, if it's even possible for a Gardevoir to come back from 6-2. Just the way that Gardevoir in the current meta plays, you know, your turn 3 attacking, and then all of your boys that do any kind of damage require damage themselves in order to do damage, which obviously are damaged by the Gardevoir EX. But it does make them also ultimately extremely vulnerable. Buddy Buddy Poffin. Can't be much left to find. Maybe a Ralts. Is there a 4th Ralt? There's no 4th Ralts. Can't find Monkey Dory. Too much HP. So it's going to be just a burn and a burn and check, I think, by the looks of it. To play Cresselia. I don't see Cresselia doing a lot in this matchup either. This list doesn't look like it's playing Mimikyu either. Maybe that's what the Buddy Buddy Poffin was looking for, was the Mimikyu. And we're going to see TM Evolution. Unfortunately, this is only going to evolve one. Well, no, I suppose you could evolve into Gardevoir EX. But no, opting to keep Killia. So overall, very weak plays here, unfortunately, from our Gardevoir player compared to our Lugia player. That's not to say that our Gardevoir player is bad. It's just that the draws have not been too kind to them. Sad to see that only one Pokemon was able to evolve or flat TM Evolution, and both those TM Evolutions now should be hitting the discard pile. Yeah, there we go. However, on our other side of the board, high roll Lugia doing high roll Lugia things, just winning, constantly winning. And it's just going to be amp. It makes sense. I mean, this is just a miserable situation. Now, it's best of 3, so I think at this point you do just kind of skip go next. There's the Monkey Dory. What's the Monkey Dory going to do at this point? We've got Scream Tail hitting the board as well. What do we do here? I mean, you have to knock out the rat with the Gardevoir EX so that nothing else on the board can knock it out. And then you've got to, maybe Iona them to 2 and hope they don't get a boss. Looks like we're going to see Refinement here for 2. Darkness Energy hitting the hand, go straight onto the board for the Monkey Dory. There's the Gardevoir EX, and there is the Iono to 2. I suppose here you can afford. I don't know how many Ionos. 2 is that 2 Ionos used from our Gardevoir player? Maybe they play 3 or 4. Oh, there is the unfair stamp still, so there might be a world here where you can concede a single prizer, and then you can kind of tank with the Gardevoir. Yeah, tank with the Gardevoir EX, take out the rat, and then try and slow your opponent down. I mean, you've got double Archeops in play. It's super tough. And with so much energy for Lugia, I don't even think a boss stall tactic is ever going to work here. You can't like boss up a chops and stall it. There's the unfair stamp. Is it worth playing the unfair stamp here? They already had 2. So it depends on how bad the Iona hand was. Must have been pretty bad. Only 1 refinement's been used so far, so if you find any more psychic energy, you could do some more refinements. How many psychic energy is in discard? I believe it's 4 or 5 at this point. Could be more. Oh no, is that them there? 2? Oh dear. Okay, yeah. So this is just not the situation you actually want to be in ever. 5 fresh ones from the unfair stamp for our Gardevoir player. Any more energies? There's 1. Refinement. No Radiant Greninja. I don't know if it's prize. We're going to have to find out. But overall, I mean, this is just not a happy place to be. Is that Stadium? Arzen hits the play. And who do we get? Second, Monkey Dory. I believe this is the same turn the Monkey Dory had energy attached. So we won't be getting any double Dory plays right now. Okay, there's 4. Right, looks like we're... Oh, God. So we're attacking with the Gardevoir EX. I mean, surely this is just KO with the with the rat. We're just retreating because this Iron Hands is only giving up 1 prize as well. So this is super bad, right? Does 190, has 40. What? Oh, of course, yeah. They're doing the Monkey Dory thing. So 190 plus another 3 is 220, so 10 HP remaining. And we're going to see here the chops for another special. Yeah, picking it up. Yeah, of course, yeah. So that's game 1 over and done with. Game 1 goes to our Lugia player there. Didn't really get to see the Gardevoir do as much as we know Gardevoir is capable of. Oh, there is a mana fee in the prizes. Are we going to see... No, I didn't see I didn't see the first 2 prizes, but I didn't actually see the Radiant Greninja. So there's a possibility here that this is a non-Greninja build of Gardevoir. Interesting. I quite like Radiant Greninja having that option. Going into game 2, we can assume that the Gardevoir player is going to choose first. Well, can we assume that actually? It's an interesting debate about whether or not you take first, or whether you play for the Arven TM evolution. Now we saw the TM evolution was particularly weak in that last game, so we might actually just favour going first. But going first favours the Hyper Aroma build of Gardevoir. This is of course the unfair stamp build. But then on the other side, Lugia, you know, you've got to do you've got to do everything you can to slow Lugia down. Lugia is such a powerful deck, especially giving it the new advantages of Carmine now. Going first, Lugia double chops into the discard with Carmine seems just super strong. Both, both players shuffling up here, getting ready to pop into game number 2. Looks like he's ready for a cut. Okay, we've got a couple of basics here on our Gardevoir side of the board. I didn't get to see what was on the Lugia side, but we don't actually know who's going first yet. I'll say it is, I believe, potentially debatable here what we go with. Okay, we've got Ogerpon, and it looks, oh wow, it looks like Gardevoir did choose to go second. Just saying, well, if I don't get TM Evo turn 1, then what's the point anyway? And we're going to get a basic off of this Capturing Aroma. What do we find? What's our options? Rat, Lugia V, Luminion for Carmine. Man, Lugia's Lugia's broken. Oh man, I swore off Lugia V a little while ago. I was like, do you know what? I have, yeah, he's eyeing up that Luminion. But I have the potential to play Lugia V. Like I bought the Lugias because I thought about playing it for EUIC, not this year, last year, and then they sat there, and I was like, do you know what? I am never playing Lugia again. I'm done. I'm not playing Lugia. I'm done with it. But Lugia now, all of a sudden, once again, a super strong pick. Maybe one of the top 3 picks for the World Championships at this point. There's the Carmine. Man, what is with these players in there like full arts? Look at that. You got the shiny play stamp Capturing Aroma. You got the shiny Ogerpon. You got the full art Luminion. You got the shiny Carmine with the character art on it. And that is a very basic cool energy. And there's Carmine. We did get a flash. I saw a double turbo. I didn't see much else. 4, 5. There's the Lugia V, of course. It's a shiny one. Has to be. And it's a pass. I don't know if any chops got in the discard pile there. But at the moment, does it matter? I can see here we've got Buddy Poffin to get things going for Gardevoir. Gonna need to see 2 Rolts. There they are. What else is in there? The A spec is live. Well, not live, but it is available. I know we've got Iono in hand. Oh, there's an Artisan, okay. So I'll say I know we've got Iono in hand. Iono to disrupt. Oh, there is at least 1 chops in the discard pile there on the Lugia side. We can see that. Artisan gets us Ralts number 3. Only 2 of them are going to be able to evolve potentially this turn off that TM Evo. What is going to be the supporter of choice? Okay, I can see counter catcher. Is it just? I think it's just Ionos actually is the only options. Drifloon hits the. Is it Drifloon? Drifblim. Drifloon hits the board. Quite early for Drifloon to hit the board. The Artisan is in play. Do we mind about putting it back into the deck? But wow, hit the energy plus TM evolution off of the Iono. I mean, that's exactly what you needed, right? You can see just the one chops and 2 to 3 energies in the discard pile there for Lugia. So the energy is starting to dwindle. Tend to play 16 to 17 though. And what the heck does this do? Yep, you absolutely should probably find your mana fee sooner rather than later. And I think that's what's happening right now. If a Lugia player could pull up a Ralts, or in this case a Killia, and go double knockout, Killia, I think that's pretty much game 2 wrapped up. Here's the mana fee coming into play. What's the hand now? Unfair Stamp, Arven. And here's TM Evolution. 2 Killias now on the board. This is about as good as we can expect from a Gardevoir start, I think. Great ball. Oh, dropping the deck. Alright, so what are we expecting now to see from our Lugia player? Well, we need to get a second Chops in the discard pile, and that could be happening. That's happened right now, and it's got to be an Ultra Ball. Finding the Lugia V-Star. Yeah, cool. Cool. Now, I don't think the Ogapon can knock out the Munkidori. I think the base damage is 100. I have one in my bag, but it's over there in a bag. We're not playing that game. I'm not going to go unzip my bag and do all that. Double chops is in play. Potential option here would actually a pretty good option, I think, would be to retreat the Ogapon, assuming the Ogapon is a 1 energy retreat. Get the Luminion actually active. Use the 2 what is that? What is Archeops' ability called? Use the Archeops ability, get the Legacy Energy onto the Luminion, and then move Luminion back into the deck with the knockout, assuming that Legacy Energy is available. If Legacy Energy isn't available, you've got 2 liabilities on the board that cannot be utilized currently. Mist Energy goes down. This could be the play. It is a 1 energy retreat cost. Cool. Yeah, I like this play. I like this play because Luminion is the lowest HP 2 prizer on the board. So let's just get rid of it. Makes sense. And we're going to get rid of that Munkidori. Munkidori's got some utility. Got a lot of utility, actually, really. I mean, who we falling? Lots of utility from the Munkidori. And Jamming Tower comes down. So Jamming Tower is going to be pushing away the... Okay, so pretty well telegraphed turn here. Getting the knockout on the Manaphy with the Luminion. Luminion goes back into the deck, which does load up a potential boss's orders for next turn. With Manaphy in the discard pile, we could see the Ogapon double knockout next turn, plus a boss from the Luminion, because Luminion back into the deck can be utilized once again. Didn't use the second Archeops power, if I'm going by those little tokens there, which is a bit of a shame. Okay, it's gonna be a nest ball. Now this is a very dangerous nest ball. You're about to bench lock yourself out of basically out of Manaphy. So it needs to be, I can't see, what is that, a Rolls? It needs to be a knockout on Ogapon this turn. If there's no knockout on Ogapon this turn, then you're going to concede 2 prizes, which sucks. In a word, I mean that's just not good. And then that Legacy Energy is going to go back into the deck, ready for Iron Hands to clean up for the late game. overall here, I'm not super confident in this Gardevoir taking this game. Yeah, not super confident at all. Jamming Tower is actually quite a big play here. Also, it's going to be stopping things like Bravery Charm. Well, it's going to be stopping the Bravery Charm for that little Drifblim on the bench from being able to accumulate enough damage on itself to actually knock out the Ogerpon. But this hand is, I mean, I don't think this hand's going to let him do any of that anyway. This hand is junk, pure junk. That hand is why I don't play Gardevoir. There's nothing there. You've got the unfair stamp. It has to be unfair stamp, right? Yeah, you have to just play the unfair stamp. There's literally nothing else really that you want to play there. No reason to Earthen Vessel. Unless you Earthen Vessel for Darkness Energy attached to Monkey Dory and then Confuse. And then they flip tails. You know, I'm listening. I'm not loving it, but I'm listening. Unfair Stamp gives the Lugia player 2. And no, I'm shuffling your deck, bro. 5 here. Oh, there is the Darkness Energy anyway. What is this hand? Just more Sour Grapes. Ultra Ball. I think we've got Gardevoir EX then. What is that? Oh, is that Klefki, is it? Klefki and Professor Turo goes down. Nope, haven't done that yet, mate. Oh. What are we getting here? Gardevoir EX. Yeah, something has to be done. So Gardevoir EX can soak the hit, but you got to rely on them not having boss. I don't think that's a great play to have the Gardevoir EX come out active and soak the hit because the benched Minccino has the capability of becoming Cinccino and ramping up at least 280 damage. So if you put 6 on, you take 3 off, you've got 280 HP left, funny enough. So that wouldn't be very good. Looks like it's attached retreat angle. I don't love this. At the moment, Drifblim can only do 180 only. And you would need to have 3 energy in the discard pile, which I think they've got. Oh god, no. Is it just 3? Yeah. So if there was a 4th, you could. No, you can. You would need. No, in order to knock out with the Drifblim, you'd actually need like 5 energy in the discard pile. Okay, so 60 damage currently on the Gardevoir. You take 3 off. 3 counters off, which goes on to the Ogerpon, I assume. So you can make them. I suppose if you knock out the Ogerpon, then it doesn't matter that you've not got Mana Fee. That's actually, yeah. I mean, okay. So it looks like we're hitting the Lugia instead, and then punching the Ogerpon for 190 damage. The 2 counters from that dice representing 20 HP left. Not personally a fan of that sort of shenanigans because you've got a Lugia on the bench with 30 damage on it. So just as a means of avoiding confusion, it's better off to keep it consistent. There's the Legacy Energy. There's the Mist. I mean, you're getting another free prize off of this now, aren't you? Essentially. And you're going to put, what, 100 damage on the active? I went to look up Teal Mask Ogerpon, but I never did. See here. Teal Mask. It's spelled wrong, isn't it? And Monkey Dory gets taken out, so that's not good. And that's one of the worst dice in human history. I mean, what does that even say on it? 110? I can't tell. I can't say. It's not even Teal Mask. Jesus Christ. What is it then? It's the other one. Ice Ogerpon. $100 damage and 120 to the bench. Okay, fine. Yep, so 100 damage, 120 to the bench. What did Gardevoir have on it? 30, so it should have 130 on it now. So then that pink bit should say 120. Alright, we're back in the game. Now we need another Monkey Dory in order to just survive. Monkey Dory, knock out the Ogerpon, take 2 prizes. What? Knock out the rat for another 1. Just so that, well, the Gardevoir's going anyway. Force up the Lugia, and then you need a big hit with the Drifloon. Drifblim, whichever one it is. The bubble. Oh no, nothing. No, my God. Oh God, no. That's not good. That's not good at all. Choosing to promote the Lugia here, saving the rat for another day. We don't know what's in the hand, unfortunately. Apologies, now the computer's decided to spaz out a little bit, which is always fun. So recently moved house. Don't currently have internet, so this is either going to be uploaded via my phone, or I'm going to have to wait till I get internet, which is on the 14th, and today is the 9th. And I'm going back to potato internet. I had 450 megabyte fiber optic, and I'm going back down to like 40 odd meg. so it's going to take half a decade to upload if I choose to do that. Double chops in hand, going to Carmine it away. You can see a new Monkey Dory there. Bit late for him. Oh, there's no Keelia on the bench. Oh my God, I've just seen that there's no Keelia. So even right, so Gardevoir gets knocked out. You're behind a turn. You can't do anything for a whole turn. What do you TM Evo again? That's got to be what you do, right? You TM Evo. Oh God, what's the play here? We've got the Rod. Rodding one full Gardevoir line back into the deck. Iron Hands on the bench, threatening everything on the board. I think Iron Hand just wins the game, doesn't it? Obviously, there's no reason not to play it out as the Gardevoir player. This is game 2. But I do think that Iron Hands just wins the game. Takes 2 prizes on absolutely everything on the board. You can't, unless you're playing a rare candy, there's no Gardevoir EX coming into play. Hey, ay, ay. Steady on. Eyeing up the Arben. So we're going to see a refinement here for Keelia. Refinement for Arben to draw 2. Monkey Dory. Okay, Bravery Charm does actually. Bravery Charm does actually prevent knockout from Iron Hands, unless they don't play a double turbo. Screamtail coming into play here. Okay. Bravery Charm goes on to the Screamtail. Iono. Are we cooking? Already attached a turn. Ooh, good. Ooh. Another psychic energy hits the discard pile. How many's left? One. There's another one there. What do you do now? There's surely no switch cards in the Gardevoir deck. And this has got to be wrapped up, right? It's all wrapped up. Yep. Yep. You've already attached a turn. And I think this is going to be game because any energy that was in hand is now back into the deck thanks to Iono, including that legacy energy. So it's going to be legacy energy. Well, we don't know the energy counts. There's a oh no, it doesn't matter, does it? If there's a double turbo, or as long as there's 4 energy in total available, there's 4 energy in total. And then, why are you bossing? Okay, bossing anyway. But fair enough, and that is going to be the game. Lugia does take it. Apologies, I didn't get the names, and now it's like it's been a couple of weeks, and I was like, do you know what? I can't be asked to try and work out who these people are that's playing. So if it's you, do reach out if you want to. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been top 8 Clifton Games Cup, top 4 and top 2, well, finals, I suppose, to come. Please do like. Oh, here we go. Look, Matthew Brown and Harry Gray. There you go, Matthew Brown and Harry Gray. And it looks like I can't see who won and lost that. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone. I will see you again soon. Cheers.